Jerry Green, Jerry K. Green's with us today.
I am too.
I used to watch Jerry on Channel 4. He had a little dog that only had 3 legs, and he had a song called Tripod the Three-Legged Dog.
Sure did.
I love that dog. I always wanted to meet him.
Too late.
Yeah. How long did he live?
I don't know. He wasn't actually my dog. He
Yeah.
belonged to the little children of a co-worker friend of mine at IBM in Houston 50 years ago.
Is that right?
50
Wow.
years ago.
That'd be an old dog if he's still around.
Sure would be, yeah.
Like us, old dogs. Well, that song, and today he's
Tom
going
P.
to...
Hall songs.
Yeah, he's...
We're talking about Dallas today.
Yeah, you were on the Louisiana Hayride. You appeared on the Grand Ole Opry, and is a Texas music legend. And today he'll be singing "She's a Yum Yum," cut by Charlie Rich and the Coasters. And Joe Rucker over here. A lot of you may be familiar with Joe. He's a songwriter, singer out of Nashville. Made several appearances on the Midnight Jamboree, the Wheeling Jamboree, and other venues that play true country music. His second CD had several special guests like Eddie Raven. Now, why would you choose to put Eddie on anything?
Well, we had a song that sort of emulated his style and Jimmy Buffett, so he came in and
I love it.
recorded it.
I really do. That song he had, Thank God for Kids.
Oh, isn't it?
That's always a great Christmas favorite. I remember one night I was working Christmas Eve. I had 2 babies at home, and my partner, the board op, he had, I think, 3 babies at home. We put it on, and I thought he was going to hit me because I played it. We sat there and cried through the whole thing. Well, anyway, back to Joe Rucker. He's been guest with Clifford Curry. I love Clifford. Opry friend Hank Lachlan and Charlie Lewin missed both of those. He shared the stage and worked with Jack Green, Ernie Ashworth, Charlie Lewin, Darrell Singletary, Elizabeth Cook, just to name a few. And he's gonna, he's gonna do "Until My Dreams Come True," which is, of course, a big cut by Jack Green and Charlie Lewin. So welcome, Joe and Jerry.
Jerry's first on the schedule. And I got to tell you, this reminds me of the Louisiana Hayride on June 6, 1953. My first record was out. Jim Reeves had just become a star with Mexican Joe, and I had to follow him. That's about how I feel after following John and then Victoria. They were tremendous, weren't they? Wow. Fortunately, I had 2 songs that night, and Jim followed me on the second show. But the other thing, this song, "She's a Yum Yum." I asked Dallas before the show, was it about Sharon? He said no. Was it about, chewing gum or something? He said no. He said he's just trying to write a song and make some money. He never admitted where the idea came from. It may be from his fantasy life, because I Googled, I do research, and I found out that Yum Yum is a character, the gorgeous princess in the Gilbert and Sullivan opera Mikado. She is. And not only that, but I found out where she is really from. There's only one town in America named Yum Yum. And guess where it is? Dallas doesn't, you don't know, do you?
No.
It's about, I think, 11 miles north of Somerville, Tennessee, down in Fayette County, close to Memphis. In 1897, a guy named John Garnett had founded a community, and he had a store there, and they were going to get a post office. And the post office people asked him, what they're going to name this community. And he said, well, they'll just name it Yum Yum. There'll never be another one like that. And now about the song itself, it reminds me of something else. Those of you old enough to remember Steve Allen, tremendous entertainer, songwriter, performer, and all that. I remember in the 50s and 60s when rock music got real big, he used to, on the TV show, take the latest big hit and analyze it by simply reading it without playing it. And that reminds me of this song. Who else but Dallas Frazier could make a whole song, and there are only 6 different lines in the entire song. Only 6 different lines in the entire song. You talk about being simple, concise, and profound. You can count them. The 6 different lines in this song. And I'm sorry, Dallas. Dallas recorded this song, and I Googled and learned about you too. He came to Nashville. It's a good thing he did, because if he had stayed on the West Coast, he wouldn't have been probably a country boy. But he wasn't a country boy. He wanted to do rock and roll and rhythm and blues, mostly blues, didn't he?
was raised a country boy, but my box is pretty big.
Yeah, I read about all that. That's tremendous. And I got to apologize because I learned to play guitar from a Stephen Foster songbook chord diagram, little 3 things up here, and I can't make a rhythm and blues lick on this guitar. So I'm going to sing it best I can. She's a yum yum. I'm going to turn it down, or you going to turn it down? Do what you want. Sweet, I didn't tell you what the lines are. Let me just tell you right quick, like Steve Allen would do. The whole song won't take but 30 seconds. Sweeter than honey could be on your tongue. That's my little girl. She's a yum yum. That little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. One sweet taste of her lips makes you rum dum. That little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. She make me shiver and shake when she talks. She really knocked me out when she walks. Everybody asks me, where does she come from? I say, that little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. That's all there is to it. And Charlie Rich recorded, and Dallas has got a fantastic recording. He's got that white soul, high, beautiful tenor voice and the production on it. You ought to Google that and listen to Dallas sing it himself. Sweeter than honey can be on your tongue. This little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. One sweet taste of her lips makes you rum dum. This little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. She make me shiver and shake when she talks. She really knocks me out when she walks. Everybody asks me, where does she come from? This little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. And on the record they just do a little turnaround and then go back in the chorus. She make me shiver and shake when she talks. She really knocked me out when she walks. Everybody asks me, where did she come from? That little girl of mine, she's a yum yum from Tennessee. That little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. That little girl of mine, she's a yum yum. She's a yum yum.